CU Buffs fans already had a lot to be excited about heading into the 2023 college football season with Coach Prime taking Ralphie's reins.
Oh my God, yeah. My parents were looking to get a game to go next year, and it's like $300 a ticket. Like it's the same thing as going to see a headliner at Red Rocks. Yeah. Like you're seeing Deion Sanders at Folsom Field. Like it's the same thing.
I think the Marshall Fire was definitely part of it, but that was just part of it.
We heard that there's one insurer in Boulder in a particular neighborhood who is non-renewing pretty much everybody.
How can you sell a house if somebody can't get insurance?
You do have insurance companies pulling back.
I'm not insured.
So we can see the handwriting on the wall, and we don't want to wait until we have a huge problem.
What do we all do? Move out of the foothills and just have a wasteland up here? A bunch of empty houses? This was the 1999 Black Tiger Fire.
From her front porch, Kitty Stevenson likes to point out the foundation for her Boulder County house is a burn scar.
All along F Street in Salida,
I keep my door open in the summer because it's so beautiful out.
you can find the businesses and the people
It has a real town feel.
that give this small town its charm.
I've been here for 20 years. It's fun.
We've been in Salida now for 28 years. This is some of the aquamarine that was found this summer.
Here, you can find some real gems.
Try to stick with all natural gemstones. That's kind of what my love is.
Not just the shiny kinds, but the people too.
I moved here in 1962.
Oh wow.
This was a quaint, neat little laid-back town. I've been a florist, a telephone operator.
Donna Troutman has been coming to see Donna Martinez for years.
Get to meet all kinds of people, and I know their pets, their family, everybody. I keep them all.
It's those friendships and businesses that make small towns so special.
So my husband and I have been doing art shows for a good 26 years full time. It's mine and my husband's work, all these pieces.
That sense of community is why so many people care about what happens on this street.
If you close the road, you're closing parking.
Closing off the street makes it real difficult for me to get around downtown.
The proposal for this summer is to shut down F Street for a 4th straight year.
And you'll fill it up and then you'll dump it right in your jar with your honey.
It's not your typical cooking class.
Do you remember earlier today we were talking about composting? Can we compost orange peels?
Yes! Yes! It's a class of 3 to 5-year-olds learning how to cook. The meal of the day, a quinoa and summer berry salad.
They measured everything, they cut everything, they put it all together.
We ran out of room.
The line to get into the first official day of the ETH Denver Festival speaks for itself. Thousands of participants from 6 different continents and more than 110 countries at this year's event taking part in the festivities.
We'll have more people this year than the first 5 years combined.
Leaders in the crypto space presenting their next cutting-edge ideas, businesses networking and pitching their products, but unlike other years, there's one thing ETH Denver founder John Paller says he's most proud of.
It's curiosity. Probably half of the people that are here are in this crypto-curious bucket.
12-year-old Jade Hemphill.
I'm honestly kind of scared at first, but I'm actually kind of excited now.
Feels like a lot of us do when facing a big new hurdle.
First time in the snow.
She's seen snow before, but never played in it, yet alone skied down it. What are you most excited about?
Adventure.
We're gonna start off kind of slow and just getting used to what these feel on snow.
She's learning the ropes from Breckenridge Ski Resort's ski staff. Her parents waiting at the bottom of the slopes as she masters a new skill.
Pretty amazing. You know, we couldn't believe it. Like when she came down, the first time she was a little bit scared, but the second time she was having so much fun.
Jade has spina bifida. Her parents adopted her from China 4 years ago.
And we just knew she was going to be our daughter. It's been an amazing journey with her.
We're in Albert County.
On the wind-blown eastern plains.
We like it out here because it's peaceful.
The Melnick family never planned to live long-term.
Cracker, let's make lunch.
In an RV.
Both sides? Let's get a knife.
Cramped quarters for a family of 4.
That's quite a combo, dude.
That were supposed to be temporary.
Well, it was all hard. I called 911, but all I could do was just watch the house burn.
It's been 2 long years since a house fire that set this story in motion for Amanda Melnick.
Your insurance agent connected you to this company?
Correct. He told us that he worked with this guy, with Blake, and so of course we're going to trust him. Here is the last check that he received from the bank.
Documents show she hired damage restorations to rebuild their home, and this man, who called himself Blake Brown, not his real name.
It's been really good just to see people be confident about our team.
The Nuggets are just 1 win away from their first NBA championship.
When we win a game, we get excited. I just come out here and start painting, and then people start to show up and take pictures.
But the team's job isn't done yet. And neither is artist Detour's mural on Colfax.
It's amazing. You could just tell the artwork that he puts into it.
We're hopefully about to win the championship, so I wanted to make sure I added more of the other players. I wanted to make sure I added Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon, he was key last game for the Nuggets. Nice that he gets his due respect as well.
Detour says he was inspired to add Gordon's iconic dunk from when the team played the Suns back in December.
So that one was the one heard around the world.
And he's working to add more players this week.
In Steamboat, near record snowfall was a welcome sight this past winter.
This year, specifically in Steamboat Springs, Northwest Colorado, we had such a strong snow year. Visitation increased.
John Bristol with the Economic Development Partnership says tourism was booming, even with a new 9% accommodations tax.
I'm sure you haven't seen a drop in short-term rentals, right?
People are chasing the powder. Ski passes where you can track down the best snow and be there for the weekend. That happens a lot more.
New data shows April sales use and accommodations tax revenue was up 9.28% in Steamboat over 2022, an increase that helps directly fund new affordable housing.
We have heard of neighbors helping neighbors, but one stranger is helping those through their most difficult times. This week's Denver 7 Everyday Hero is there to help crime victims long after the police are gone. Here's Denver 7's Katie LaSalle.
When a crime occurs, police answer the call. When a victim of a crime needs support, a victim advocate is there.
A victim advocate deals in compassion services. They come out and they see people at their worst.
Our victim advocates respond both to crime and personal tragedy. And so our victim advocates meet people at the crime scene, at the hospital, on the side of a road, in their homes, in the police department, in all kinds of places where people are impacted by crime.
Volunteer advocates work with law enforcement here in Westminster and respond to an average of 2,600 calls annually.
The service that they provide on a daily basis for individuals within our community is absolutely priceless.
To be a victim advocate requires some interpersonal skills that not everybody has.
But individuals like Deb Oster, who has been volunteering for more than 20 years, were made for the role.
You know, I even went to a call when somebody's dog got hit by a car. And I'm crying with the owner. I'm an animal lover. And it could be any age, any race, anything. I mean, you know, domestic violence, DOAs, suicides, robberies. It's so many things that we go. If it's traumatizing to somebody, we help them.
Deb has helped countless people over the years, and her compassion certainly does not go unnoticed.
Often we have people who call back and say, I just want to talk to Deb again. And she leaves such an impression on people. She just has such an open heart and a non-judgmental spirit that I think people feel immediately comfortable with her.
She has a heart of gold. She has a servant's heart.
And Deb credits the group she is surrounded by for staying strong through the hard calls.
We have some ugly call-outs, and you have to really recover from them. And like I say, I got a good team to help you through. But there's been a couple times when, man, I can't do this, but I'm helping the families, some of the suicides and that kind of stuff. You're helping the families.
This is the most difficult and the most fulfilling job you will ever do.
You get a different kind of reward. You don't get paid, but there's a reward inside it.
And a reward of recognition was deserved as Deb surpassed her 10,000 volunteer hour mark.
Debbie, thank you for all your selfless service to our city and to our community. And tonight, Denver 7 is here with a special award for Deb.
Well, not only has everyone gathered here today to celebrate you and your decades of dedication, but on behalf of Denver 7 and West Shore Home, you are this week's Denver 7 Everyday Hero. Congratulations.
Oh, and Deb's sister even flew in from New Hampshire to surprise her for this.
Her caring is endless. And so when we meet with victims, it's not a pleasant circumstance. And sometimes we can carry a lot of that trauma home with us. So you have to purge some of that, but she comes back and cares every day.
I don't plan on going anywhere. Until I can't walk this earth, I'll be here.
For Denver 7, I'm Katie LaSalle.